Frick, where am I? Where'd the script? The user interface. Not every UI is built the same, since every game is built differently. And even still, within that same genre of games, the UI still has variations because the mechanics still differ from game to game. Designing a UI is interesting, as you need to design it in a way that conveys all the necessary information players need without being too intrusive to actual gameplay. Unless it's a rhythm game, of course, but that's a script for another day. On top of all of that, it has to be designed in a way that is also aesthetically pleasing to the game style as a whole. So indulge me for the rest of the video as I gush about one video game in particular which I personally love the design of. Kingdom Hearts 1 has one of my favorite user interfaces in gaming. Even within the Kingdom Hearts series, where future games are admittedly more clean and better feeling in their UI and UX, I like 1's design a lot because of its design choices, which are slightly different from the rest of the series. It's the only game that shows not only how powerful you are getting, but also how powerful your comrades are getting as well. I don't know about you, but I love seeing the stats of Benjamin All Life and 1MP Goof and John Glassbones Paper Skin Duck. Of course, this is thanks in part to the really wacky looking, yet bold and brash, health and MP bars. Kingdom Hearts' health bar straight up curves around Sora's character portrait, and exclusively to this game in the series, this also applies to Donald and Goofy. And the MP bar does the same, which is also exclusive to the first game. I mean, yeah, it is more clunky compared to future titles where they turned MP into a regular small bar, and having your friend's HP and MP turning into two halves of the circle. And yeah, to be fair, it is a cleaner style, but there's just something about seeing them grow as you level up, whether it being through small increments in the case of HP, or the huge ass chunks in the case of MP. Speaking of MP, Kingdom Hearts 1 is the only instance where MP was split into segments instead of a regular MP bar used in the rest of the main series. Or that weird sort of MP but not really command wheel that was used in the handheld ports. No, Kingdom Hearts 1 has chonky MP, which has the bonus effect of simplifying magic while still keeping its complexities. It was cool, because it meant that there was more of a focus on using magic almost as freely as regular attacks, and it was much more easy to calculate compared to the other games, where magic used a percent of your MP, instead of say one segment. On top of this, there's a smaller orange bar next to the MP bar that fills up as you deal damage. Basically, when you deal enough physical damage to fill that bar to the next empty MP segment, that segment gets refilled. I gotta say, this orange bar needs more love. It's such a simple yet novel concept. Hit the enemy, recharge MP. This has the added benefit of merging the combat and magic systems together into a cohesive whole. Also, aesthetically, the way the HUD looks with full HP and MP with the orange bar just looks plain satisfying. Even then, the different keyblades and accessories themselves have a huge influence on your MP, adding or removing entire segments of MP depending on the blade, which really makes you feel like you're creating your own build. One thing I will say though is that I do prefer the future game's more stylized command menu. Kingdom Hearts 1's command menu is functional and it works just as well as the others, but the fact that the menu changes design in future titles depending on the world you're in is a little design detail I really appreciate. In fact, in Kingdom Hearts 2, the game actually gives you the option to stick with the Kingdom Hearts 1 command menu instead of constantly switching, so you get the best of both worlds on that front. I'm spitting everywhere. Besides that, I do have a minor gripe about Kingdom Hearts 1's command menu. When you use single target items like potions or ethers, whether from the items menu or the shortcuts menu, another menu opens up asking who you want to use it on, which is kind of pointless because everyone uses items on Sora anyways. I mean, it's a little nitpick, but especially when you're in tense situations and you don't have any MP/haven't you learned cure yet, that extra half second of menuing might end up being the difference between life and death. Speaking of life, let's talk about how enemy HP is portrayed in this game. For the most part, it's pretty similar to how it looks in every game, except maybe a little less green. But that's where the similarities end. While future titles use green HP with these small green boxes to indicate more bars of HP, Kingdom Hearts 1 opts to use multiple colors instead. And personally, while it is less clear, I am a big fan of that. Because it's cool in the sense that whereas in said future games you know exactly how close you are to defeating your stronger enemies, In the first game, you actually don't know how powerful your foes are the first time through, and I feel that adds a lot of tension to fights. My personal favorite example of this is a Sephiroth boss fight. In that battle, his health bar doesn't move at all for the first few hits, which makes you even wonder if you're hurting him at all, and also showcases the strength of the one-winged angel, not by telling you, but by showing you. Environmental storytelling, my guy! While Kingdom Hearts 1 was a simple game compared to the bombastic auto-combo aerial combat that is Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3, not that it was a bad thing, for what it was good, with a solid UI that was the first of its kind in many aspects. What do you think? Are you a fellow Kingdom Hearts 1 UI enjoyer Are you a fellow Kingdom Hearts 1 and UI enjoyer as well? Or do you prefer the more condensed look of future titles? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, remember to dislike and unsubscribe. Okay, bye! Fuck!
I made a boo-boo, yeah.